Hello, hello, hello. We're launching Wizard101 right now. I've been spending some time trying to get some video editing stuff. But we're here. We're here. Wait, I need to edit stream info. Okay, so we're finishing Wizard City today. So I hope you all are ready for the finish of Wizard City. The game is launching and I'm taking care of things. So how are we doing today? How are we doing? I need to send out went live notifications. Sending out went live notifications. And to X. I guess it's called X. Guess it's called X now. How we doing today? How we doing today? The game's still loading. How are we doing, everyone? I'm doing a bit of video editing while I wait for the game to load. I hope y'all don't mind that. It is... Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Pardon the sneeze. I need to keep chat on top of my stream. I'm back! Yeah, I said I'd be back in half an hour. I did not lie. I'm currently doing a video editing on the last stream, because it split in half there. So I'm using a new software, so forgive me for that. See? Okay. I don't know how to use this software. It's struggling. File. Oh, there we go. The game's launching. So how are we doing today? We're going to be finishing up Wizard City, and then I likely might be taking a bit of a hiatus, because I've been streaming fairly consistently every day for the past couple weeks or so. I might just do something else. Don't worry, we will get back to the Locomotion only challenge. We will get back to it, I assure you. So we're back on Aluradon, friend. Back in Triton Avenue. And now we're finally going to finish up the Wizard City main quest. And that's probably what we're going to do for today. So what did you think of the me trying out hanging out with my guild? I don't know, that's sort of me testing the waters there, seeing how it works. Might have individual guildies join me on streams at some point, instead of just a whole group of them. But, tell me, well, what did you think of that? Yeah, I did have a good bit of fun. Currently, the fact that the computer died halfway through it, is problematic, but, I'll be able to repair that. I also plan on making a fully edited compilation of all of Wizard City, every video I've had in it, fully edited. That's going to be a long video that is exclusively going to be posted to my YouTube, although I might premiere it on Twitch as well. Would you like to see it on both Twitch and YouTube, or would you just like to see YouTube? Because both Twitch and YouTube, I think I'll have to label it as a rerun, even though it's a fully edited video. But, I'm looking forward to, working on that. We'll be going to Crocotopia. I'm gonna say it won't be longer than 2 weeks that I'll be gone. I don't think it'll be longer than 2 weeks I'll be gone. Another fun news is another WizTuber, Tap, which I suggest in both my channels and have mentioned in the past, has a Minecraft server that I've recently put an audition out to. I seem to be the only one who's auditioning for it, and I'm a big fan of his. So likely I will be joining him, but it's not guaranteed. My Minecraft skills are nowhere near my Wizard101 skills, so I might not get in. And it was really limiting, because for the audition video he limited it to 90 seconds, and I don't have editing skills. But I'm looking forward to seeing if I can join it. It's called the Nocturnal SMP. I suggest you check out Tap's channel if you like Minecraft and Wizard101. He also does fun things with modding Wizard101. So I highly recommend you check him out. No. Just me trying to do multiple things at once, don't worry. I'm perfectly sane. No, that's a lie. I am not perfectly sane. But I believe I will get the hang of this editing software I'm using. Time to go to the entrance in the haunted cave. And also, ideally pick up some health on the way there. I wish I had, like, animation skills. I'd make a sort of little prequel animation to it. We've picked up the health. Oh, where's the teleport? Oh, the teleporter's on the other side of the river. I've been thinking of diversifying my content. What's stuff you would like to see me do? Any games or suggestions you have for me? For the malevolent sun to expand the holy light of Mithraia into? I do want to add that if I do join the Nocturnal SMP, my streams on that I'm not going to interact with chat as much, because I'm going to sort of be acting in a character.
Don't sneak up on people like that. Don't you know this cave is haunted? This is this place.
What level are we? We just hit level 15. Look at that. We're fancy. I think this is the effective final boss of Wizard City. So, I feel like we might hit a difficulty spike in Croc, but in this...
To face me, King of the Dead, Lord of the Night Side, Master of the things in the dark which float and scream. And now you have the honor of becoming one of my subjects.
Let's summon the Locomaton. Should we name the Locomaton? What should we name the Locomaton, if it gets a name? I do also want to let you know, if you want to support me financially in any way, I do have a Patreon. Just in case you wanted to. I can completely understand if you don't want to. Chat settings. Gotta buff the minion. Sorry, I don't have lots of topics to talk about today. Just been kinda exhausted from the guild event earlier.
The books on the order. Gifts to the one who freed us. To the necromancer concealed safely in my domain. In the night side, where no mortal thing can see him.
In the night side. Bah, bah.
Whoa, you survived! Or did you?
I did not mean to join this fight. But it looks like I'm in this fight. None of my spells really work on these people. I'm gonna have to flee. I'm horrible, I know. Let's make sure we're in the right realm. Sunbird. Who we got in the chat right now? We've got 4 viewers, that's nice. Can't participate in a fight with more than just me in it because it would invalidate the run. I'm thinking of I got a whole bunch of fun ideas for... I've got a whole bunch of fun ideas for things to do on this channel, but it's not brain small. Well, right now brain small. Not overall. Do you guys have any topics you want to hear my opinion on, chat? Am I, like, missing things? The chat window says I'm all the way scrolled down, but I feel like I'm missing things. I also am planning on getting some custom emotes made for the channel. Ba bum ba ba da 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 da. Might I ask you a question? Just so I can glean information, Fire Goddess. Or anyone in the chat, really. I would like to know where you've heard of my streams from. Did you come here from the Twitter? Did you come here from one of the 3 Discords I put out notifications in? Let me know. Let me know. Just want to remind people, if you have not, you should follow, and I have a YouTube channel. Go like, sub, notifications, all that. Whoa! I need to think of something to talk about. I'm losing interest fast, aren't I? So try... I don't know if that's the right story to tell. Let's see, what's a story to tell? Grab one of these old books off my shelf and just start reading. What's this? The Wind in the Willows? This one is Gulliver's Travels. This one is the original The Jungle Book. This is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, illustrated by John Tennell. Alice in Wonderland sounds kind of fun. Should we read that, chat? Should we read that while we stream? Ah, smells like old book. I've got more stuff in here, more books. More tomes of ancient wisdom. What's here? It's this old book. The Complete Nonsense of Edward Lear, edited by Holbrook Jackson. I feel like chat pop-up mode is doing me wrong. Is there any way to, like, reload this? Let's just throw an emote in. Just to test if it updates. It updates. Chat, you're just being real quiet today. You're not chatting. Just listening. Can I create a poll? Is that a thing I can do? Let's try to make a poll. How do we do that? Can't make a poll, unfortunately. Bum. Bum bum. Okay. So, of these books, I feel like the one I want to read to you guys Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Let's turn on the light in here. You can't tell it's dark, but it's dark where I am. Let's get some reading light. Some light to read by. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass in one volume. This is like the original, so I don't think copyright is gonna strike me. I don't think it will. It's a real old book, it's the original. Don't think I'll get hit with copyright. How this book came to be. I think this is like a prologue or an annotation. There were 3 little girls in the boat. 3 little girls and a mathematical lecturer. But the 3 little girls were not studying fractions. They were listening to the fascinating chronicle of a little girl called Alice. and her remarkable adventures underground. One of the little girls in the boat was herself an Alice. Alice Plaisance Liddell. Behind her sat her sisters, Lorena and Edith Liddell. Their father taught Greek, an even more formidable subject than mathematics. Oh, I thought I empowered my minion. Conjoined with that of still another teacher named Scott, the name Liddell is likely to enjoy as a permanent repute in Greek lexicography, as those of Samuel Johnson and Noah Webster will in English. The mathematical lecturer was Charles Lutwidge Dodgson. The scene was the River Cherwell, not far from Oxford. The date was July 4th, 1862. Mr. Dodgson noted it carefully in his diary. Mr. Dodgson, who was actually the Reverend Mr. Dodgson, but did not work at it, liked his little story so well that he later wrote it down. Supplying some crude illustrations for it. 37 of them, to be exact. At the bottom of the last page of text, he pasted a photograph of Alex Liddell, a photograph which he himself had taken, for it was one of the earliest amateurs of the art. He gave the manuscript to Alice. 36 years later, in 1928, when Alice Liddell had become widow of Reginald Hargreaves, and the mother of 3 sons whom 2 had fallen in the World War, she sold the manuscript at auction in London for £15,400. Next morning, the event was front-page news in New York, and not wholly for the reason that the purchaser was an American, Dr. A.S.W. Rottenblock of Philadelphia. Subsequently, the manuscript became the property of Elridge R. Johnson of Camden, New Jersey, who permitted its exhibition throughout the United States. Millions of Americans of all ages and conditions gazed at it enthralled, moved in a fashion in which the Gutenberg Bible or a Declaration of Independence could not have moved them. In 1935, Miss Hargreaves herself came to America to take part in the centennial celebration of the birth of Charles Lutwidge Dodgson. For a few days, she was the house guest of Morris L. Parrish of Pine Valley, New Jersey, whose superb collection of the writings of Dodgson's alter ego, Lewis Carroll, is only one of the marvels of a home full of books out of which have come many enduring contributions. One moment, we're pausing the book.
Wow, sir, you did a great job.
And now we go to Merle Ambrose in the Commons. Now we're going to Merle Ambrose in the Commons.
Wizard, are you afraid? What's that you say?
Scout area in Nightside. We're at the final act of Wizard City. I think I might do one more video after this for the Nightside dungeon itself. What do you guys think, chat? Would you like to see the Sunken City dungeon? Would you like to see the Sunken City dungeon, chat?
Master, what
I'm
about
gonna-
this book? The Order of the Fang was born of
Okay,
some word that starts with K.
so was that? Yes, just recent. Yes, it was. You'd like to see Sunken City dungeon? Cool.
That was very dramatic.
So tomorrow,
It's just a book.
I will likely do
Hello
the
there.
Sunken City dungeon.
Did you know the Death School moved?
Because I think that's a core part of Wizard City. It's another street. Although it's completely optional, but so is Crab Alley and Colossus Boulevard, and we did those.
Some good news, Wizard. The guards are reporting.
Cool. We've still got some time left in this stream, so I am going to occupy it by doing a couple class quests. Where was I in the book? We might trigger the Bartleby dialogue. But I hope we don't. Yeah, we did.
Worlds, heed my words. Yours will be an incredible journey.
The Sorcerer's
Ready
Apprentice.
for your next quest. Jolly.
Oh, this is going to be a difficult one, I think. Let's not have those in. Burp quests. Here we go. Quests. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Here we go.
You feel electricity build in the air.
Jersey, whose superb writings of the Dodgson's alter ego, Lewis Carroll, is only one of the marvels of a home full of books, out of which have come many enduring contributions to the bibliography of 19th century English literature. Some months later, I was a guest of Mr. Parrish, and enjoyed the high privilege of occupying the room that had been assigned to the Mrs. Hargreaves during her visit. The gentle little lady left the world of men before the horror of 1939 burst upon it. Mr. Dodgson did not discuss his little story from his mind when he gave the manuscript to Alice Liddell. He expanded the idea into a longer story, and regarding the title of the expanded version, he was for a time highly uncertain. On June 6, 1864, he wrote his friend Tom Taylor. Mr. Dodgson took a picture of him, too. And caught on his sensitized plate one of the most dashing pair of moustaches ever photographed, and described the debate he was having with himself. He listed an array of titles, listed them too in precisely the manner in which a mathematical lecturer would list them. Alice's Adventures Underground, Alice's Golden House, Alice Among the Elves or Goblins, Alice's Our Doings Adventures in Elfland or Wonderland. Of all these, he wrote Taylor, I prefer Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. It was on Taylor's advice that the author sought out John Tenniel for his illustrator. Tenniel, Dodgson Sr. by 15 years, had begun his half-century affiliation with Punch in 1850. Knighthood and his great fame as a cartoonist lay ahead, but already Tenniel was well known as a humorist and illustrator and had embellished a great variety of books. Where was I? Sometimes singly, sometimes in collaboration with notable artists of his day, whose fame had since acquired an archaic parallel alongside Sir John's effulgent permanence. An agreement between Tenniel and Dodgson was consummated on April 5th, 1864.
You feel a cold wind fill the room, as if from the giants themselves.
The collaboration thus effected was one of the most significant and durable in the literary history. Many hands have attempted to illustrate Alice's adventures in Wonderland since the 1860s, and have produced the main competent, striking, and beautiful drawings until their work had been placed alongside Tenniel's. Tenniel illustrated Alice once and forever, just as he did Through the Looking Glass 6 years later. The author was a moderately exacting taskmaster. He knew what he wanted and how he wanted it done. Moreover, Tenniel had the unprofessional underground drawings to guide him. Of the 42 illustrations which he made for Alice, 20 translated into brilliant effectiveness the author's primitive conceptions as he delineated in the underground manuscript, which Alice Liddell lent for the occasion. Whether Tenniel used a model for his Alice is question that had not been resolved with such clarity as one might desire. The preponderance of evidence is that he did. Certainly it was not Alice Liddell. Most authentic claimant to the honor was little Mary Ellen Badcock. But Dodgson some years later wrote, "Mr. Tenniel is the only artist who has drawn for me who resolutely refused to use a model." And declared he no more needed one than I should need a multiplication table to work a mathematical problem. If Tenniel said that, the less artist and less logician he. This is not to question that he did say it, but one may well question whether he intended it to apply to everything he did. It is certain, for instance, that he used a model for the Duchess. A portrait by the Flemish painter Quentin Metis, executed a century and a half after her death, of that unlovely Duchess of Katharina and Troyal, 1318 to 1369, who became the heroine of Lionel Feuchtwanger's The Ugly Duchess. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland appeared early in July 1865. Probably on the 4th, exactly 3 years after the recital on the river. The title page announced the work as by Lewis Carroll, a Latinized, anglicized transmogrification and transposition of Charles Lutwidge. But from Lutwidge to Ludovicus, to Lewis, it was at best a devious etymology. Not that it mattered, or ever will. The edition comprised 2,000 copies, and exemplars of it would today be rare enough in all conscience even had the edition gone out to the world in that quantity, to be read to tatters by young people who took no thought for tomorrow's book auctions, or for older, though still unborn, people like Dr. Rosenbach and Mr. Johnson and Mr. Parrish. But only 48 copies of the original 1865 edition made their way into public circulation in the form in which... blah.
You feel a wave of heat pass through you.
I think we're gonna take a break from the book for a moment. Instead, I'm going to discuss future for the channel. I've discussed I'm gonna maybe be joining a Minecraft server and streaming that. I've discussed that I might... I think I might also have a stream where I create I'm looking for the word. Oh, right, a boss. Like, in my stream 3 days ago, I believe. I'm also thinking I might make guild events a Patreon exclusive, just so I have motivation. You can still see them on the stream. You can still catch them on stream, but, like, to rewatch them later, I'm thinking I might make those Patreon, just to give motivations, and the guild events aren't integral to the channel. There are fun little extra bits I do sometimes. Either that, or I might make... I don't know, I want to add incentives for the Patreon. And I'll have to think of some ideas for that. I do think that maybe might be best. I might just do early video releases on Patreon, so that I will release them on YouTube in a couple days after I release them on Patreon. It'll be a shift in how I do things on the channel, but I'm just thinking... I'm just debating. Streams first. The day the stream goes out, video will go up on Patreon, and then 2 days later, or maybe a week later, the video will go up on... No, but that will lead to a large gap. And I don't have enough of an audience to reliably do that yet. I have ideas, I have plans. There's a lot of different things. What I do want is I want access to YouTube's community tab, which you don't get until I don't know what the prerequisite for the community tab is. I don't know what the prerequisite for the community tab is. We should be getting close to the end of the stream soon, because we're nearing the end of the class quest. We're nearing the end of the class quest, so we'll be nearing the end of the stream.
You have delivered all 3 of the requested items, thus proving your mastery. Now,
So now we need to go to the Overlook in Triton Avenue. Wish there was a quick way around Wizard City. later worlds have quick teleporters, like mini world gates for just that world. And I just would like to see a quicker way to get around Wizard City.
You notice something strange up ahead.
Greetings. I am Briar, here to serve you. Wood can be strong.
So, you were able to...
And there we go, we got balanceblade. I feel we have one place we need to end off the stream at. In here, the World Gate Chamber of Wizard City. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And look forward to 2 videos going up today. One for the guild event. And actually, I think I might lock that one behind Patreon. Don't worry, it will go out. Guild events will have the 2-day delay. And actual events, like videos I'm making for the channel and for the stream that aren't just guild things, will be available day of. So I hope y'all had a great day, and I hope you had a great stream. Don't forget to follow, hit the like, comment, subscribe in the video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.